First, because it's our job. We're in journalism. Our duty is to inform people.
While the Moonsault Slayer has been causing chaos on Twitter, everyone else has been diving into details of the latest update, patch 1.0.04. It went live yesterday. Now, even though it didn't radically change Tekken 8, I think that's a good thing, because if Tekken 7 taught us anything, it taught us that we don't know as much as we think we do. It took us 2 years to discover how powerful Akuma was, more years to discover Feng Wei, Claudio, Katarina. Tekken is a very complicated game. As an example of that, look at this Reina cheat sheet that someone made. It has over 2 million views on this. Yes, we know a lot about these characters and we learn things very, very fast, but we are in no way masters of it. And I think the developers were right to not full on change the landscape of the game. This first update, really just focusing on things that's like wildly broken, I think was a good decision. Let's give it a little bit more time and see what the players are able to come up with. For example, here's a event that Arslan Ash is a part of, also Knee. Both of these guys had a lot of time to experience characters, and they kind of know which characters each other are playing. So this is going to be a real test to see how tournament viable is Tekken 8, as well as this Atif versus Arslan. There's a lot of things that's coming up. Evo also just announced a lot of things. You can see Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat. A lot of games is starting to really get into the groove of things, and I think now we're going to see what Tekken 8 truly has to offer. How successful is Tekken 8? We know the game is going to be successful, but how successful? We kind of have a rough estimate here from Game Sensor. This was posted to the Tekken subreddit, and it says, according to Game Sensor's estimation, in just the first 10 days of its release on Steam, so this is only counting Steam, Tekken 8 achieved a remarkable sales, ranking almost $13 million in revenue. This impressive financial success correlates with the game's outstanding performance, as it sold 200,000 copies during the same period. The substantial pre-release interest is evident, with more than 460,000 players adding the game to their wishlist. This here kind of gives us a general idea of where Tekken 8 is currently at. Roughly over 200,000 copies sold for Steam. If we were to just triple that just to count PlayStation and Xbox, that would put it into the 6,000-7,000 range, which is really, really good. So this number will continue to skyrocket. Just think about what happened with Tekken 7. That game sold like 3 million copies at the start, but then as DLC went out, as tournaments became more hype, it started to explode. And once again, that's why I think it's okay that they're not really touching all of the characters yet, because some people haven't even got the game yet to really experience Tekken 8 before it changes and take a new form.
I win.
You just back this, man.
I don't care. I win.
This is something that Harada said that he will be addressing, but here you have multiple tweets now solely highlighting this part of Tekken. One from the official English Tekken account, another from the official Japanese Tekken account, and then Harada. These are all pretty much saying the same thing, but just look at the details. It says, we are currently investigating the match data of the top ranked players in leaderboards who have been reported for cheating in online matches such as ranked matches, and have received reports in game. If the results of the investigation indicate that the player is cheating, an in-game warning will be issued, and actions such as resetting data and suspending the account will be taken in the upcoming maintenance. We will update you on the status of this matter as soon as we have more information. Now, the English Tekken account pretty much says the same thing, as well as Harada. All three of these statements went out at once, and you can see that they're really trying to emphasize that this will not stand. The Tekken 7 was made a mockery by cheaters, hackers, boosters, and everything. They reset the ranks in Tekken 7, and cheaters immediately obtained Tekken God Prime within like an hour. Even though I think ranking up in Tekken 8 as a whole is like completely worthless, in Tekken 7 you were punished so much harder for losing. When you got demoted in Tekken 7, you had to restart your climb to the top over again. But in Tekken 8, when you get demoted, you don't have to start over. Your next match is probably going to be a promotion. So they did significantly downgrade the intensity of ranks, and everyone is kind of just like given a free pass to the top. So in my opinion, I don't think it matters at all. Even High Buff Gigas captured this in a tweet. In Tekken 7, it took players months to climb up this high, and when I play on live streams, it's not even a challenge. So I understand that they're trying to like make rank matter, but the changes that they made to rank themselves kind of diminish what it means in general. The next topic, this goes back to the patch notes. So everyone had their takes on the patch notes. This was fixed, that wasn't fixed, this wasn't patched, a lot of things. You have some tweets here from players before and after, kind of just giving their ideas on what happens. What I did notice that a lot of people appreciated the extra communication that they were putting, the explanation as to why things were changed. I think that is excellent, and we gotta highlight how good that is. The update was really small. It was kind of just the beginning of Tekken 8. A lot more is to come. He says, after this patch, we will continue to address unattended behaviors and investigate/verify the issues reported through the Tekken 8 hashtag report. And the examples he give is interesting because these are things that players were specifically talking about. He says, Victor's throw escape window, Alyssa's follow-up to brute force attack, chainsaw throws becoming unbreakable during a punish. They're really trying to make an effort in making this game work. Problems is bound to rise up, but it's a matter of how quickly can they fix them. Now, one thing that I want to talk about personally is the customization. I've seen a lot of people saying that the customization in Tekken 8 was lackluster. At first, I thought it was just random, like just gibberish, Tekken fans never being satisfied, because my Yoshimitsu customization is fire. But once I really took the time to look at what's in there and how can players use these outfits, I did see that a lot of it is just like, it's not enough. It's like a good baseline to start, but I really would love to see the developers build upon what they have and add more customization in as time goes on. We had many conversations over the months about whether or not the developers would add skins into the game, and even though I still think that's a possibility, like if you've seen the Devil Reina thing that happened, it's definitely a possibility, but I don't think it's time. I think customization should go first so players can continue to customize their characters in the best way possible, but then after a certain amount of time pass, then we should see some outfits make its way into the game. For example, I told you guys I would keep you updated on this as soon as there was an update. The mods in the Tekken community are hard at work, and they are right now, as we speak, modding outfits for all the female waifus in the game. I don't know how, I don't know where, but if there's a will, there's a way you can find it. But you can equip all of these outfits to your favorite Tekken character ever. Now, jokes aside, I do think it's interesting that a lot of this stuff isn't in the game as well. Like Tekken, this is kind of a staple of Tekken, the outfits, and it's gone. It's gone. When will they add it back is the question. Regardless, that is it. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.